Welcome to Sunburst Digital's Introducing Libertad from English-Spanish Success. Today we will go over the uses and resources along with the benefits of Libertad. We will discuss the grades and content area along with an overview of features of Libertad. We will discuss implementation and best practices along with the resources and support available to you. And last, we will discuss what comes before Libertad from English-Spanish Success. Libertad can be used with whiteboards, computers and projectors, and student response systems. Libertad contains printable activities for lessons and content is available in English and in Spanish. It is designed for 4th to 8th grade students, but can also be used for adult learners. It is considered an early American history course with Constitution learning activities and materials also. The benefits of Libertad are to increase student engagement and critical thinking skills, to increase student learning, and to promote student capacity through a system of instruction focused on engagement, exploration, explanation, elaboration, and evaluation. This is accomplished through effective instructional design by expanding teachers' capacity, through supporting teachers teaching out of content area, supporting new teachers, or supporting non-Spanish speaking teachers, all while incorporating different learning styles to engage students' interests. Here's an overview of units covered in Libertad from the early American history course and the overview of the Constitution. Teachers can search for terms and media pieces through the Key Terms Index. There are assessment questions along with quizzes embedded into the media pieces. Here's an example of a quiz. And there are also flashcards for reinforcement. There are printable materials that include activities, lesson plans, and media pieces. There are challenge plans and challenge activities, along with quizzes. There's also a word cloud for vocabulary reinforcement, where students can hear the word in both English and in Spanish and read the definition. Now that we've talked a little bit about the features of Libertad, let's look at the program itself. From the home screen, you can see right now we are searching through key terms, and we've gone to laws. And then these are all the media pieces that have been pulled up. We can click on the first piece. And right now we do have it on Spanish. So we can ask a media question. And it's going to populate in English as we hover over it. And then it's going to populate into Spanish because currently right now we're on the Spanish toggle button. From here we can look at a quiz. And again, if we switch to English, it will go back to English. We can pull up the grades, we can reset the quiz, we can start the poll, or we can go back to our media piece. And now you can see it's in English. There is a timer. There's also the flashcards. So we can toggle back and forth between English and Spanish within the flashcards also. There's a film strip here, so we can pull up the next media piece if we want to continue through. And there's also different activities or lesson plans associated with each piece. So if we want to move to the next piece, we can. And here's one more. And again, we can look at the quiz. We can move over to notes and write notes and save them in this lesson for later. We can also go to our word cloud. For vocabulary reinforcement, we can see the definition. We can hear the word. We can hear it in Spanish too.
Proyecto de ley. Government.
We can go to the index for an overview of all terms, and we can search for another term. And here in this media piece, you can see there's a lesson plan, a media sheet, activity challenges. There's also a quiz and answer keys and the glossary of terms. We can go back to our original lesson. We can also see the unit overviews and select a unit, or we can go into the Constitution and learn about an article. So we can choose a warm-up. And we can read this and then answer the questions. We can move into the next media piece for Constitution.
The U.S. Constitution is a...
And again, we can go back to our original lesson that we selected. We can go all the way back to the home screen and select from the Constitution, from all of our different units, or from our key terms within Libertad. So now that we have shown you the program, let's talk a little bit about implementation. So Libertad is designed for English and Spanish instruction and for content mastery for early American history and Constitution. It can be used in any classroom, but its goal is to support ESL and dual language instruction along with citizenship courses. Some best practices with Libertad would be to introduce new content or media in a large group and then have students complete the quizzes or questions with a student response system. If you don't have a student response system, then you can have students be called on individually, or you can have them answer a question as an exit or use the flashcards as an exit question. For small group instruction, you can again introduce new content or media pieces and then have students complete challenges in small groups or their activities, or complete the questions in small groups. For remediation or extra support, teachers can assign challenges or activities and students can complete that work independently. There are resources and support to help you get started with Libertad, along with Sunburst customer support site. You can get more information about Libertad through the website and also by calling 1-800-321-7511. There are different ways to get funding for the purchase of Libertad. There is Title IV Part B 21st Century Community Learning Center grants and Title II Part D Enhancing Education Through Technology grants. And lastly, what comes before Libertad? Sparkito from pre-kindergarten to kindergarten, Comprendo for kindergarten to 3rd, and Claro for 4th to 8th grade. Thank you for watching this training video on Libertad.